Tracey, we had somebody this morning on our Twitch talking about toxic boss,
I know.
Yeah. I know that, Greg. And that Jorge. Just kidding.
Hold it. When did Jorge become my boss?
Hey, as of right this second.
Really?
Yeah. Jorge, congratulations. You are officially promoted.
Can I fire?
You
Please
can.
do.
You can. Please do. Oh my God. Okay, I reverse it. Reverses. That's what I get to do as the CEO. All right. This is like this is a real situation. So toxic environment.
Yep.
That one situation. But just in general, difficult relationships in the salon. Yeah. I mean, you got to work with people,
Unfortunately, yes.
And most of the time, you're working side by side with folks. So
you're working close to people, and I mean, I just will say it. As people in the beauty industry, we usually have strong personalities.
What?
Yeah, I know, crazy.
Yes.
On top of it, so and now you put us. Sometimes I mean. It just depends on the salon. I mean, the salon I go to get my hair done, I think they have, 12 hairstylists.
Yeah.
So, it just depends. Melissa worked in a place with 64. I don't know how she survived that.
64 hairstylists.
Yeah. So that's crazy. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
And then you got, if there's a reception and the owner, and there's a lot of personalities.
So what if somebody comes into a situation in a salon and there's like one person where
There's always one person.
Dude, there's always, right?
There's
where
always.
It is it's just challenging. Like the person doesn't like me for whatever reason. I don't understand. I say hi, they don't say hi back. They're kind of rude
that's
to
real.
me.
It's so real.
For sure.
You walk in and you're like, hi, and they're just like,
Just stone cold.
what we do to Greg.
Ice you out. Exactly what we do to Greg.
Yeah.
And what we're about to do to Jorge.
Yeah.
Moving forward after today, by the way, Jorge, we're icing you out.
Good job getting demoted.
Good job. So, what do you do? That sucks. Does it not?
It does. But I think what you have to do, this is when girls came into my salon to interview, this is what I would always tell them. Like, listen, this is my advice.
Shut up, sit down. I'm just kidding.
Do what I say. We'll get along fine. Right, that was it.
Oh my God, that was
That was it.
that was the advice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm the boss around here. Give me your money.
Everything's gonna be good if you follow these.
Just listen to me.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just like marriage.
Yeah, that's it. Just like marriage. It's what I tell my wife. Yeah, right.
What I tell them, like, listen, this is my advice. You do what you want because everybody's independent. Everybody can do what they want. I want to come to work. I want to get along.
Yeah.
I want to work on my clients, and I want to go home to my family. This
Right.
is my recommendation. You start mingling, and you start intertwining, and you start going out, and you start doing things, and it gets nasty really quick. It gets nasty really quick. I'm not saying it's not possible, but when you're working side by side someone every day, and you're in a salon environment, drama can happen very quickly.
It's almost bound to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say that the train has left the station, so to speak. The drama train has left the station. Drama. That's my choo-choo. Yeah, but drama. And you're someone, you walk in and you're like, how do you, like, do you leave? Are you just like, look, I'm going to mind my own business. I'm just going to go to work.
That's the best advice I can give you. No, that doesn't mean, like, if you're dealing with a toxic coworker or a toxic salon owner, sometimes you do have to walk away.
Yeah, if it's like truly toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to, even when it's booth rental, I've had people as an owner who had to come to me and like, what she talks about, what she does, I cannot handle being around her,
Okay.
And sometimes you, even as a booth renter, I would have to have a conversation with the person like, hey,
The tech next to you.
yeah, this is the problem that other people are having with you. And if you don't correct it, you will no longer be booth renting from here.
From here.
So sometimes you have to have those conversations. Sometimes if you just ignore it. Like, don't get involved. Stay out of everybody else's business. You'll be fine too.
We've had situations here. Mm-hmm. I know it sounds crazy, Jorge. I know it sounds crazy. But we have had situations where someone becomes part of the team, right?
Yeah.
And initially it's like, ooh, I think this is going to work out great. And oh my God, it literally, it goes. I remember we had one person, just I'm not throwing anybody on the bus. This was a long time ago. I'm not going to name names.
Yep.
But we had somebody a long time ago that I think it was like my assistant at one point, and was like sweet as can be to
you,
to me, obviously. And then when I'm around, was as sweet as can be to everybody. Soon as I left, was like horrible human being. And you would tell me this, and I'm like, what are you like? That can't be true.
Yeah, I'm just like, you need to talk to some other people.
Yes,
because everybody else is afraid to tell you.
Right. And
I wasn't. No, I don't like. It took a while because I don't. Again, I'm just like.
That's such a good impression. I wasn't.
It took a while because I truly try to do the whole. I'm just going to go home and leave this behind and be happy. But when someone is ruining your day on a daily basis and making other people miserable that maybe you're kind of responsible for, you gotta speak up.
You gotta speak up. And this is something that I've always said, right? Like, as long as I'm running the company, eventually that, like, you can't be that way here for the long term. It's gonna surface.
It always
surfaces
to the surface,
for sure. And you know, when you have somebody that's so toxic, my belief is like, it's just not the right place for this person, right? Like, maybe you're being this way because it's not the right place for you. It's not the right place for us. We always look to do the right thing, but you're not always going to get an owner. And I'm not saying I'm this amazing, fantastic, good looking, you know, really kind owner. I'm not saying that, Trace.
Okay. You're not saying that.
I'm not saying that. But what if you come across an owner that is not going to hear it from you? You know what I mean? That at that point, you're going to have to find your own way maybe out of that situation, right?
That happens a lot because a lot of times people don't want to deal with it.
They don't want to do totally. I can
just
see
like,
that.
if I just bury my head, it'll go away. You know, and sometimes that works. Sometimes things blow over. Sometimes they need to blow up at each other for it to blow over. But there are times that you have to make a stand. Okay, are you going to keep the one person?
Yeah, that's destroying
that you
everything.
Found out that is destroying, like making a lot of people miserable, or are you willing to have a walkout of a lot of people?
Right.
Which one would you prefer? Which one's more damaging to your business?
For sure.
You know, and so you have to stand up for people. You got it. Now, this is the thing. This is where being a salon owner, also not making friendships and things like that comes in handy, because what if it's your friend? Yeah. What if it's your friend or your sister or
cousin
or your whatever? You know, I had my sister-in-law in my salon, and she was making people miserable. You know, I've been there.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't ruin my relationship with my...
I'm trying to imagine that.
You know, because my husband and his brother are very close, and he's, you know, kind of in my ear too, because he don't want me to ruin.
Of course,
and it's like, finally, but I can't. Okay, am I gonna lose everybody because she's my sister-in-law? What she's doing isn't right.
Yeah.
You know, so I had to make that call. And
I remember that call.
Yeah, you remember the call. You know, and so that, you know, and I learned my lesson on that. I'm not gonna have family work for me anymore. Preference, and not saying it doesn't happen here or there, and sometimes it works, or I'm not going to have my best friend working in my salon, because it gets very awkward.
Yes, it can get very, when you have to tell your best friend,
you're wrong, and you need to shape up.
Yes.
You know,
or ship out.
Yeah, ship out.
It's my way or the highway.
You know, so you got to be neutral. You got to be neutral, and that's hard to do anyway, but you know,
it's hard to do. And also, here's one that's really hard. If if you have a friend, it's like, hey, this is the way I want it done, is really hard.
Oh yeah, because they want it. Not only will you have a hard time saying that, you might instead go, well, what do you think we should do?
Yeah,
what I should do.
Yes.
And then you got their opinion. Now, what happens when you don't do that?
If you don't go with their opinion, then they get offended.
They get offended.
Exactly.
Upset. And
Yes.
it affects your.
It just goes on and on.
Hard. And it's hard not to make friendships.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you're working with people every day, it's hard not to. But it does make it more difficult to deal with.
For sure. I think like anybody that's entering into any environment, where there's the reality of the situation is this, like, you're not going to get along with everybody. It's just not going to happen.
No, you could be the nicest person in the world.
Somebody's not going to like you.
Someone's not going to like you, and you may love everybody, and you come across someone, you're just like, oh my gosh, they just, but is it all that important?
Right.
Is what they're doing really damaging?
I think that's it, right? Like, you can enter in that situation, not let it, like this, you're going to work, put your head down, do your thing, your clients, get your work done.
Be friendly, be nice.
Absolutely.
I mean, think about it. Here, we have a lot of employees, right?
Yes.
How many dramas that you have dealt with that if people just didn't listen to the noise going on around them and get involved in something that wasn't in their business?
That's all of it. It's literally would resolve all of it.
100% of it.
Now, we have had situations where it's like, okay, there are people that specifically are literally stirring up
on purpose,
stirring the pot on purpose.
Yeah.
Not as, that's not as common. It does happen, but I think generally speaking, it's like you go to a place, you know that it's not going to be perfect, not going to get along with everybody. Oh. That's okay. Go do your work. You have to find a way to not let it bother you. And then if toxicity levels start going up, you have to at that point consider either removing the person, if you're the person in charge, removing the person that's causing it, or if you're not in charge and that person's not getting removed, you have to consider leaving that situation.
And the other thing I will say, never assume that the salon, if you have a salon owner, never assume the salon owner knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Because people are really good about keeping things quiet, especially if you're a salon owner that's doing your own clientele and you're busy with the salon and stuff like that. Sometimes you're not observing things. So, you don't want to run to a salon owner every 5 seconds because Habib, I think I heard him say, or I heard, but when you know someone, okay, I can't deal with this anymore, don't be afraid to say something.
For sure. Like, because there's both of that, right? There's the person that's going to complain about every little thing that the other person's doing. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like ostrich. Head in the dirt.
Yeah,
like,
because you're just
stop.
like, oh my gosh, here they come again.
Yeah, it's too much. But then, there's somebody that doesn't complain ever and comes to you and says, look, this is a problem. I mean, so you if you're the salon owner, people are complicated, man. I think that is the message here. Every situation
especially us in the beauty. I know we're not special, but I mean, there's a lot of you have artistic, strong personalities.
Yeah. Don't get more complicated than that. Opinionated. And opinionated, throw that on top. It makes it really hard. Yeah. So I think in the end, like, you're going to have to maneuver. But if you take these little pieces of advice, hopefully it'll help you.
Yeah. And realize, I always feel good when I realize I'm not alone. Not that I want other people to be miserable with me, but sometimes you think, oh, it must be just me. And it's like, nah, dude, this is just, when you work with people, this is what you deal with.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
No question.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tracey.
You're welcome.
Awesome topic. Awesome people like myself. Thank me for being me. Appreciate it.
Subscribe to the channel now. Subscribe to the channel now. Subscribe to the channel now. Subscribe to the channel.